Emma Stone is receiving a lot of backlash right now, not for anything she really did or said, but because she got a haircut. And she debuted a pixie cut on the red carpet at the Golden Globes the other night. And people were both praising her for this, but mostly just relentlessly bullying her for this. I don't think that it's advisable for women to cut their hair any shorter than their shoulder length.
Being a woman has
personally,
being a woman has to suck sometimes. I'm just like,
okay, but you can say that, but also like you don't have to do that to yourself, right?
You don't,
like you don't have to.
It's also my perspective.
Make yourself
is more
ugly.
My perspective is more that she's a celebrity, and any drastic change will be taken into account by the public as a celebrity. But yeah,
more so it's like being a celebrity must suck sometimes, but it doesn't suck that bad because you're rich.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you've got that to offset it.
So that's kind of nice.
People say mean things and I blow my nose with $100 bills, they say.
So here's what she looks like. This is her new look. A lot of people have been saying she shaved her head for a while, but she was hiding it wearing wigs. And it's actually for a role.
Okay.
Weirdly. So, I mean, I didn't know that it was for a role. I just don't think any women should do this in general, though, because a lot of women think that it's just something that complements their face, and it's not.
Also, these types of haircuts in Hollywood tend to be some type of statement more than just something they think looks good.
Especially if it's just a buzz cut.
Yeah.
Like the way that Emma Corrin did, I believe.
Yeah.
It's definitely more of a political statement than a style choice.
Like, the best thing we have going for us is that this did not happen directly after the election, so it's not like...
But I also... It's not that uncommon that I go out and I see women with shaved heads.
Yeah.
And it's usually girls my age who are doing this. And I just think it's a travesty. Like, I mean, it really needs to stop, because... If you are just, even if you're the most gorgeous woman on the planet, getting a pixie cut or shaving your head does not add to your beauty. It still detracts from it. So you will always look better with long hair no matter what.
I will say that not everybody can be Morena Baccarin.
Not everyone can pull it off. That's
what I'm saying.
For sure.
Morena Baccarin could pull it off. Not everybody can pull it off.
There's a difference between pulling it off just barely and actually looking better with it. No woman looks better with short hair. She can get away with it if she's gorgeous, like inhumanly gorgeous. She can get away with it and pull it off. But it never adds to your beauty, and that's
Neve Campbell had
indisputable.
Neve Campbell had like above shoulder length hair in Scream 2, and I still think that's the best Neve Campbell ever looked in any of the Scream movies.
But maybe that was just the best she ever looked, and she just happened to have that haircut at the time.
It complemented her face in the movie, and even you might even make the statement that in that movie, after all of the trauma of the first movie, maybe she wanted a haircut. I don't believe that there was that much
trauma.
Well, I mean, she was constantly trying to be murdered in the Scream movie. So yeah, like after the first movie, she goes
character getting.
Yeah, but I'm saying in movie.
Okay.
In movie, I'm saying like that could be the concept that something like that could be true.
Got it.
I thought that worked for her character. Nothing, however, is worse than the hair on Courtney. Courtney Cox in Scream 3. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up the pictures of her hair in Scream 3. It's so bad that at one point somebody posted a picture and she like responded on Twitter and said, "What the F?"
Well, what was it?
It was like she had bangs up to here.
Oh, the micro bangs.
Yeah.
Before they were considered cool again.
Yeah.
Here were some of the comments. Gross. Stop listening to your gay hairdressers. Anna, that Star Wars girl, said, the only time a girl should have this short of hair is straight out of the womb.
Hot take.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hot take, but I also agree with it. Another one said, women, I can't stress this enough. Gay hairdressers love this, and women that are competing with you love it because it knocks you down multiple pegs. Men hate it. And that is completely true. I just would never be that friend that tells my friend, oh, you would look great with short hair. I would never do that to someone. It goes against my entire moral compass, really.
You would never do that to harm their image.
No, I would maybe tell them, you could be one of those people who could get away with it, maybe. But for most people, that is definitely not true. There was also this wife jack meme where she's saying, "Oh, I could never pull that off, but it looks amazing on you."
There was the hair.
That's not, honestly, that's not as bad as a pixie cut, though.
No.
Still pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I
see
mean,
microbangs shorter than that.
That's the joke, right? That women will women compliment each other to their face and talk crap behind their back, and they try to sabotage one another. Or do they actually mean it? Does that woman actually mean like, "Oh, you look great, but I just wouldn't be able to pull it off," or is she just not willing to say a harsh truth?
There is an element of truth to
I'm going to tell you right now.
Each one.
Even if it's a harsh truth, you're still going to be in the a-hole for saying it. Like here's the thing. There's only a few people in your life that you should take that advice from anyways, lest you be led astray by anyone who just feels like they can get you to do whatever they want. There's only so many people whose opinions you should value enough to be able to give you harsh truths. So if somebody you kind of know tells you it, they might mean it, they might not, but you're not going to give it any type of, you're not going to pay any mind to it because you're like, what do they know?
For instance,
I hate people who are like,
someone should have told you not to have a man bun, but they didn't.
They did not. No, But to be fair, I did not wear the man bun out. I wore it up sometimes skating because my hair would get.
It was purely functional. It was not purely a style. Functional.
But the point being that there is a certain type of jerk who just likes to say like, people just hate me because I tell the truth. Yes, that is true.
I'm that jerk.
Some of the time, but a certain amount of white lies and social decorum is what holds society together.
It depends on how close you are.
Yes.
We have a 20 from Just Cause I'm Free. Some women look amazing with a pixie haircut. Slim face works best with it, but her hair is not good looking. Well, what makes her different then? Because I think she has a pretty slim face. It just doesn't work for her.
The problem is like, how do you know? Like, we've probably advanced AI technology enough now that we can give you an idea of what it's going to look like before you do it. Otherwise, it's like you have to bet black on 26 and go all in.
Yeah.
And then hope to God that it works out.
They say Emma Stone's pixie cut debut comes after fans were convinced that she had shaved her locks for her role in Yorgos Lanthimos' upcoming comedy sci-fi film, Bugonia. And the synopsis for this movie says it's about two conspiracy-obsessed young men who kidnap a high-powered CEO of a major company convinced that she is an alien intent on destroying planet Earth.
That sounds awesome, especially if she actually is an alien who's hell-bent on destroying planet Earth. Don't make this some type of like political statement on conspiracy theories. I actually put out a tweet over the break about like they're talking about this X-Files reboot that Disney's supposedly doing. I said, you know why it doesn't work anymore is because conspiracy is so mainstream now because it's so accessible to the general public. Whereas like back in the day, especially back when the X-Files was initially popular, like you had to like get online to do it, and getting online
library.
You had to go to the library to a specific section. Like all hobbies are better when there's like a high barrier to entry, meaning that the people who want to be involved really, really want to be involved and aren't just dabbling. That's a good thing. Now, conspiracy theorist is just a political term that's used to hacksaw the reputation of anybody that a person doesn't like, lest you say something on Facebook that they don't agree with. So it's boring. It's not what it used to be in the 90s. There's no joy in it anymore. It's actually the opposite of that. So this movie should not be a political statement. She should actually be a lizard alien who's hell-bent on destroying the Earth.
Yeah, I'm assuming that she is the suspect alien CEO in the movie, but I don't know. It sounds like an interesting premise, but it's made by the same director who directed Poor Things, in which she played a baby prostitute.
I forgot about that one.
So I don't really know if I'm interested in anything else that this guy is going to make because he is a degenerate. Regardless, though, I just noticed that people had very strong opinions about this and they were unsolicited. One person said, "I'm loving everyone's paranoid schizophrenic ramblings being projected onto an actress who shaved her head for an upcoming film and is regrowing her hair out. But thanks for sharing all your neuroses, and don't worry, Lanthimos will never give you a call."
It is kind of true that these types of celebrities turn themselves into kind of a billboard for people's internal thoughts and problems, where she's not saying anything. They're just projecting their own feelings onto her.
Yeah, that's kind of why she exists, and that's why movies exist, because your character in the movie is meant to be projected on.
Lots of actors, like I always think about, like, in the show NCIS, Mark Harmon had to have this awful, it's supposed to be like the remnants of a high and tight, like a bowl cut.
Okay.
And it's just not good. It's actually a joke in the show about how the haircut isn't good. And I'm like, so, like, did he just wear a lot of hats? Like, for the 9 months when he's not, when he's not on set, did he just wear a lot of hats, or did he just own the shitty haircut?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
I would have to see it, but I don't know. But I wanted to go back to the point you made earlier. Like, are those women telling the truth when they say it looks amazing on you? Like, I could never pull it off, but it looks amazing on you.
Well, that's why the motives of, like, the only way to care about this is to know the person so that you can judge just how honest they might actually be in that situation.
Even that's not reliable, because a lot of people say things that they don't mean, or they have motivations that they themselves don't understand. So my best guess is that when women say things like that, like, I could never pull it off, but it looks amazing on you, I bet they think that they're telling the truth, and they're not knowingly lying to you so that they can steal your boyfriend. Sometimes it's a mix of both. And sometimes women see other women in an entirely different way than men see women. And they don't view, there's a term called the female gaze as opposed to the male gaze for a reason.
Like, the same thing, like, I could actually say that to be true, like, of myself. Like, there are certain types of, like, fades that men get where they wear the hair forward rather than parted, like mine is, that my hair can't do because I have colics all over.
And you're like, I could never pull it off, but it looks amazing.
I would never say that to someone because it's weird. But, like, the point being that that's actually a statement that could be true. It's just whether that much thought actually went into it.
Right.
I don't know. Or maybe the women just hate each other and they're all sabotaging themselves.
Yeah, that would be the more incendiary narrative.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.